So people were very hyped about this. And IGN has a nice little recap for everybody for to check out. But the big thing here coming out of it was the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, which was officially confirmed with, and I don't even think I can play it, but the trailer for this, it was just a little 90-second snippet, which got all the feels going here talking about it. And we get our first glance at what Link may look like in game right here. And the logo here. So Rev and Strob would love to hear your thoughts on the Ocarina of Time. It's not officially a remake. They're calling it being reborn, which I'm guessing is more of a remaster. So Rev, Strob, your thoughts?
Well, I think it's very exciting. I mean, it's what people want, right? I think they're hitting the nostalgia aspects, but you can see people are hyped for this. I think right now with everything and people feeling probably a little dejected right now, especially with the gaming industry, this is probably a very good moment for a lot of people. But what's there not to be excited about with this?
Well, some people, I posted about it online, and some people were not happy about this. But Strob, your thoughts?
I have no opinions on this at all.
Oh, have you ever played Ocarina of Time?
No, I don't even know what that is. I mean,
wow!
I've heard of Legend of
Internet,
Zelda.
calm down.
I've heard of that. I'm telling you, like, I did not grow up with a lot of games and stuff. Like, I just didn't grow up on all of this stuff. So a lot of I've heard of it, I've seen it, like, you know, in passing, but it's not something I have any personal opinion on.
It's an opportunity.
Well, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think just based off of the little trailer that they had for it, it feels different. I don't remember the story being.
I think it's going to be a reimagining. It'd be my guess. I think they're going to. I don't know if they're going to go as hardcore as what Final Fantasy VII Remake had done, where it is a true reimagining. I'm excited for it. I mean, it was a 2-second snippet. I'm not a fan of the art style at all, but whatever. That doesn't mean crap to me. I still want to play it. It looks very Unreal Engine-y to me.
It does have a little bit of Unreal Engine layer to it, if that makes sense. That's just that kind of gloss.
Yeah.
You know, like the hair has the gloss to it. It's, okay, whatever. I'll tell you, Strob, you want to have a highly viewed stream, you play Ocarina of Time. Just play it for like 2 hours, because this is a game that some people say this is the greatest video game ever made. And
wow.
Yeah. For me personally, I think at the time when it came out, I think it may have been the greatest video game ever made. Now, I don't know if that's the case now. I don't know if this game is aged as well as everybody says it is. I think nostalgia has blinded a lot of people. But there are a lot of really memorable moments when it comes to Ocarina of Time that a lot of people who played it can point directly to. But there's also a lot of dog shit in the game. Let's just be real. Like something like the Water Temple, not super fun, right? The owl, kind of a pain in the ass, right? But there are things that Rev, you've played through Ocarina of Time, yeah?
Yes. Long time ago.
Where does it rank on your best of list, or does it?
I would say top 10.
Wow. Okay. So yes, it resonated with you. I think that'd be interesting to have somebody who's never played it go back and play the first game on the N64, and then for it to come out when the Switch 2 version comes out later this year, apparently. Strob, I think that would be a real interesting experience. So just throwing it out there. Maybe fun.
Yeah.
I also think that you'd probably hate it after like 2 hours.
Why is that?
I don't know. If you weren't around for that time period, it's a very.
You're not going to have the nostalgia factor,
right? If you strip away the nostalgia from Ocarina of Time, I think it was so mind blowing for its time that I think that's what drives a lot of the talk around the game. But if somebody new of the newer generation was to play it, I don't think they would look on it as kindly as a lot of folks do. That'd be an interesting, real interesting review system. You have somebody who's kind of an old school gamer, somebody who, I'm sure there's somebody doing a show like that, like an old school versus a new school game, where you rate some retro games, and the old school gamer's always like 10 out of 10, and the retro gamer's like meh, 4. That's interesting. Other things announced today, they announced the Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC, but also included in that are some Donkey Kong Nintendo Classic title challenges here, which apparently is going to be available later today, I think. Phoenix, what was that about?
Yeah, I mean, I saw it briefly. I believe it starts today, and it's like taking the old NES remix games, where essentially, we had also kind of played a little bit of this on our big event, our Video Armageddon show. So basically, it's just like it'll say like, okay, here's stage 1 of Donkey Kong Country, and you have to collect X amount of bananas in a certain amount of time. So they're gamifying sections of the pre-existing game. I understand.
I'll tell you this. I played a ton of Nintendo World Championships while I was gone. Ton of it. But to see like little gamification of this, pretty cool stuff. So I'm very intrigued by this. I'll download this, try it out a little bit later. And by the way, my kids love like the Donkey Kong Country games. So it looks like
smart
they're gonna
kids.
be using. Yeah. I got good kids. So we'll definitely give these a go and try it out. But I guess you download if you have Bonanza, then you get extra challenges and stuff. So should be fun. Rev, did you see any more of the direct that happened?
Nope. Just seeing it live with you guys.
Oh, good. There was also some, over on Nintendo's X handle, there's a lot there. But a lot of Fire Emblem news. There's Deltarune Chapter 5 was also
I think they're
announced.
getting a lot of ports, like Onimusha, I believe, is also coming.
Yes.
Few things are coming over, too. Stellar
Rayman.
Blade also coming over.
I did
Rayman
see that.
Legends
Yeah.
Retold right here.
Yep.
Rayman Legends was awesome right here. So good. I mean, pretty good announcement. I think a lot of people, I saw some people were hating on it. They're like, oh, just a bunch of ports and nostalgia bait. But isn't that exactly what Nintendo is at this point? They have they say Ocarina of Time is nostalgia bait, but if it's being retold or reimagined, then is it truly nostalgia bait, or maybe it is? I don't know. It's a good question. Good question for the chat.
I think we needed to see something new. I was actually from what I saw, granted I didn't see the whole thing, I was really hoping to see, as much as I never liked Mario Odyssey and Mario Odyssey 2 or something, some big... My concern with Switch 2 right now is I'm not really seeing a future. When Switch 1 came out, it was banger after banger. I mean, one after the other. After you were getting Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and it just kept going and going and going. And this generation, at least with Switch 2, feels very empty. And I was hoping to see a Nintendo with some confidence here. I'm really happy to see Ocarina of Time. That's awesome. But that's pretty much it so far.
Well, it's going to sell gangbusters. Ocarina of Time.
Sure.
Yeah, it'll carry Nintendo through the entire fourth quarter of this year, and it's going to, it'll make a few $1 billion because they'll sell so many of them. So, well, there you go. What do you think about Ocarina of Time being remastered officially? This has been long rumored for a long time. We've talked about it on the show, but we're finally here, and it's coming this year. Hit that subscribe button right here and watch another video right here.